Determination, a wife who will allow you to do it, respect for others, and make sure you really search what you're going to do to make sure it's needed in the area that you're in. You don't want to start something that's not needed. With what we're doing, it was needed. 20 years ago, there were darts in every bar in Wichita Falls and Burkburnett. Now, there's only a handful. What we're offering and what a lot of people can do is if you open something up, make it feasible for everyone to be a part of. So if somebody wants to start something, make it so other people can be a part of it.
What happens when you remove money, ego, and pressure and replace it with purpose, service, and community? If you care about veterans, community spaces, or building something meaningful from the ground up, then this episode is for you. Welcome back to the Falls Homefront, where we talk about real estate, business, and the people that make Wichita Falls and North Texas a place worth calling home. Joining us today is Jim Bousquet, President and CEO of the Red River Dark Leagues and Social Club right here in Burkburnett. Jim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
Jim, before we talk about darts and nonprofits or growth, I want people to know a little about you. Tell us about who you are and how you ended up in Burkburnett.
I'm originally from Massachusetts, the Boston area, born and raised. I was in law enforcement for a long time. Did a lot of things with the military. Married a beautiful woman from the military. We spent the past 23 years in between San Antonio and Wichita Falls at bases. We ended up retiring back here to Burkburnett because it's such a beautiful area. Pretty much, I got bored with retirement and opened up this facility.
Yeah. So you started the Red River Dark Leagues from scratch, and that probably wasn't an easy decision. What was missing for you that made starting something like this worth taking that risk?
Okay, so before I started Red River Dart Leagues, I was playing with a bigger dart organization as an owner with them for geographic areas. Didn't like the outcome the players were having or how much money they had to spend to play darts. So I started Red River Dart Leagues out of the VFW Post 10455 over here in Burke 2 years ago. They were gracious hosts, let us use their hall 2 or 3 nights a week, never charged me a dime, but we also tried to work with them, with a lot of us being veterans, increase their membership, increase our membership, and just made a big community thing out of that alone. After a while, we were growing out of the space, which is hard to believe, but it happened. And the opportunity came to buy the building that we're in. And so we jumped at it, we bought it, and we did a little bit of construction to make it into what we needed, and installed 10 steel tip boards, 4 bull shooter boards, joined some major dart league competition stuff, such as Darts Over Texas, which is a steel tip competition throughout the entire state of Texas. We have become one of their host locations. Their finals were done with us. We have people from all over the state of Texas coming to play here and bringing business into Burkburnett in the Wichita Falls area, which is a great thing. We do a lot to help the community. So once I started this, I wanted it to be worthwhile, not on a financial thing for myself or my partners, but for the community. So we decided to go nonprofit, and we are. We're registered with the IRS, with the state, and everybody else, with the town. We work closely with the VFW and some other nonprofit organizations to help the community and do what we can. Our dart players no longer have a dart fee. They play for free. They have a yearly membership. They come in, they join leagues. There might be some cost for Dart Connect, which is normal, or coin drop for the other boards, but there's no fee for the league. So we're not taking people's money. More people are able to play now, and families, and we have a lot of family people with young children who are playing also. Even grandpas. So wait, I'm a grandpa. But so this is something we wanted to do for the community to bring more people together and to make it more feasible for people to play that could never play before because of the cost restrictions, if that makes sense. Behind me, you can see the red dart board. That's a bowl shooter board. And then steel tip boards. Like I said, we have 10 of the steel tip boards, 4 of the bowl shooter boards. We're handicap accessible. We're right on downtown Main Street in Burkburnett. The town is very excited to have us. The City Hall has done a lot to help us. The Downtown Rejuvenation Committee has jumped in and helped us. Chamber of Commerce, they have been doing some meetings at our facility just to open it up to a lot of people. And now we're looking into doing some things with the Boys and Girls Club. They'll come over 1 or 2 days a week with some young children, so they'll learn how to play darts, but at the same token, they're also going to learn math. So pretty much sums up quite a bit of stuff that we got going on here. I mean, our facility, we sell dart supplies. We have a big snack bar. It's a safe place. We don't do anything that would jeopardize people's safety. And we have a lot of rules for that. So anybody can come in and they know there's no nonsense. We're not a bar. We are a dart hall with some other things going on.
That sounds great. How did starting at the VFW building shape the culture that you have and that you're growing there?
Okay. Well, starting at the VFW, I believe we started with 6 people that started to play darts. Within 2 weeks, we were up to 18 people. And within a month, we had 32 members playing. We increased the VFW membership because of that, because we had a lot of veterans coming in also that were wanting to play, and non-veterans. So we increased their membership also at the same time of getting more dart players involved with us. Once people heard about us and knew how much fun it was, they started coming out more and more. Our youngest dart player, when we started out, was 9 years old. He's now 11, and he's a good dart player. We have our oldest dart player, 77, I believe. Not going to mention that person's name. But so we have all age groups. When we're here playing darts, we have kids coming in with their parents. So that's how friendly it is here. The kids come in. We have a child's board. They can throw Velcro darts at the board, and it's kind of fun for them. So we encourage family.
That's great. For those who are not so familiar with darts, what is the PPD and why is that important?
Yes, PPD is very important, PPD and TOC. So PPD is partners playing darts. So I'm a partner with this organization. I'm the only one in a 200-mile radius that can allow those matches to happen here. Nobody else is qualified to do it or registered to do it. So basically, we have teams. We play against other teams around the United States. It's a big competition. It is a pay league, which is fine. All the money goes into the boards, and then at the end of the session, people get paid out from the PPD. But you also qualify for TOC, which is Tournament of the Champions, which is a $2 million competition. And there's monthly competitions that you're now allowed to play in. Everything's online on the bowl shooter boards. And it's a very structured way of playing. They also don't keep any money from the dart players. They believe that the money needs to go back to the dart players also. So they are looking into officially becoming a nonprofit organization also, because they don't keep any funds now. And again, it's to promote darts and help people. It's a sport. At some point, it will probably be in the Olympics, believe it or not. I know a lot of people see darts being played on TV for different competitions, and it's a huge, huge thing. And it does take skill at times, but then again, it doesn't. So our teams, like we have here, we have an A player and a B player matched up together. We never put two great players together to basically destroy all the teams. So it's an even competition to the best that we can. With the PPD, it's similar. Our averages cannot go over a certain amount, or we can't play other teams. So everything's very fair.
That's interesting, and it sounds like it's great that we have this here in the North Texas area. So thanks for bringing that to us. What do veteran spaces provide that people don't always realize they need?
The VFW here, they offer a lot to the veterans, such as they do coffee with the veterans, they do outings, they do a lot of fundraising to help the community, to help other veterans. They actually help some veterans who have been forgotten, I guess you would say, or pushed aside by the VA or whoever. They help those veterans find their way and get the benefits they need. For us, we obviously have a lot of veterans. There's a lot of us are veterans here, and we do what we can to help each other out. You're a veteran, Tim, and you know exactly how that works. It's a brother and sisterhood where we're there for each other no matter what. We're a big family. Doesn't matter what branch of service it's been. If you served in the military, you're one of all of us. And we all stick together the way we should, and we help each other the way we should. We are very dedicated here, along with the VFW that's just right up the street from us. We work hand in hand on a lot of things. For instance, right now, for the past 7 months, we've been working on a big project with the VFW for a graveyard that's here in town that's been forgot about. And it's loaded with veterans for the past 100 years or more. And those graves aren't marked. So we've been working with Texas, with the VA, and a couple other organizations so we can get those graves marked. Then we're going to clean up that graveyard. Every year, the flags that go on the other grave sites here in Burkburnett, it's going to happen at this new graveyard, or this older graveyard that's been forgot about. We're bringing it back and letting people know that, hey, we have more veterans to respect and to recognize that are in another part of this town that nobody should ever forget about.
That's a great service to the community. Thank you for leading that effort. Let's talk about growth, because this thing is growing. So not only are you the only PPD location within 200 miles, but you purchased your own building. And so that's allowing you to do some new things. What growth opportunities do you have, and what new things are you working on?
Very good question. So as a nonprofit, We don't make money to say. We still have bills. So to do better for us, to pay our bills, to make sure that we have everything we need to stay open and flourish, we decided to bring in someone to help us. And we're going to start a poker room in one of our other rooms. And we have someone who's been doing this for 20 years, who is guiding us and showing us the right way to go. Basically, we're putting our faith into him and his wife, because it's a team, and they're going to help us grow even more. The more we grow, the more we can offer. The more we can offer, the more we can do for the community. Obviously, people hear poker. Oh no, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. We follow the law 100%. We have to. And we won't do anything that's wrong. So when it comes to the poker, I'm not very knowledgeable, but I do have someone here that is very knowledgeable, that is going to run everything for us. So, and his name is Brian.
How's it going?
So tell him a little bit about poker.
So, like you said, my name is Brian. I've been in the poker industry off and on for about 20 years now. I actually have had experience at running several poker rooms in the area. Whenever the casinos up here had poker, I actually got to supervise in all of their rooms before they closed them down. The way that they make poker legal here in the state of Texas is by, instead of charging a rake, it's you rent the seat out for it. There's a membership fee. It's a private club. And so there will be a membership fee, and then you charge a seat rental, kind of like a movie theater would. You pay per hour on your seat, and you get to come sit down and play poker with your friends.
That sounds interesting. Yes, that's good. Lots of listeners to this show are builders, they're business owners, they're veterans, they're community leaders. If somebody wants to start a community like what you've done, what would you tell them?
Determination, a wife who will allow you to do it, respect for others, and make sure you really search what you're going to do to make sure it's needed in the area that you're in. You don't want to start something that's not needed. With what we're doing, it was needed. 20 years ago, there were darts in every bar in Wichita Falls and Burkburnett. Now, there's only a handful. What we're offering, and what a lot of people can do, is if you open something up, make it feasible for everyone to be a part of. So if somebody wants to start something, make it so other people can be a part of it. I was in construction for a long time. That's how Tim and I met. And we formed a relationship of trust. So if you're going to start something, make sure you form a relationship of trust with the people around you.
That's good. Thank you for that. When you step back and look at what you built with the Red River Dark Leads and what it's become, what makes you the most proud?
When I have people who I've never met walk up to me and thank me for giving them something to do that's safe, that's convenient, and inexpensive, it's very rewarding. And when I have kids who come in that have never played darts, and we don't charge them a fee to come in, we'll teach them, we'll help them, we'll work with them, even adults. It's not about the money we pull in for this. It's about seeing other people enjoy what we already enjoy. And if they're not sure about it, we'll teach them. We've been very successful with newcomers coming in, not knowing anything. and then turning around being great dart players because they're enjoying themselves. It's about relaxation, it's about fun, and it's about community because you are in a community of people. So the more people we get in, the better it is, the more fun it is.
That's great. So if somebody wants to learn more, get involved, or just check out what you're doing, how do they connect with you?
So we have a Facebook page, Red River Dot Leagues. We also have a webpage, redriver.leagues.com. Swing by. We're at 312 East 3rd Street in Burkburnett. We're open from 6 p.m. to whenever we close, Monday through Saturday. The third Saturday of every month, we're open at 1 o'clock because we have PPD competitions that happen. And then every Saturday night, we have dot tournaments. And you just come in, you join a dot tournament. It costs $10 to play. We do 50-50 raffles. We get the snack bar. We have a thing called One Dart Out, which is pretty cool. This envelope grows every week, and we had someone win $400 last week from one of the envelopes when they were able to hit the one dart out. Just as it sounds, one dart out. They have one dart, they pick a number out of a hat, and they have to hit that number, and it has to be a double. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot to offer. And to get in touch with us is very simple. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I meet people all around Wichita Falls, no matter where I'm at. I'll give them my card, explain what's going on, introduce myself. We try to open up to everyone about what's happening here. We have one of the assistant mayor, I guess, actually plays darts here for Burkburnett. So we've got some people interested that want to be involved. Yeah, and there's a new adventure of the poker room, which is going to be great. It's going to bring more people in, and it's going to help us grow more. So let's get more business into Burkburnett, into this area, because it's not just us that will benefit, it's the other businesses around us. Our Dot League, we have a yearly membership, which is $40, which is nothing. For the poker room, there's going to be a membership also, because that's totally separate from the dart leagues. And that's what I want to make sure everybody knows is the dart leagues is separate from the poker. It's not the same. It's a separate area, and we're just trying to make sure we have everything to offer for everyone. When we have kids here, obviously children are not allowed to be where there's any type of poker going on or anything. And that's us. We make sure of it. Again, we're a safe place. There's storms we just had. The town asked us to be a warming station if needed. We would open the doors for people to come in if they lost the electricity, whatever, which, again, it's about the community. So that's where we are.
All right, great, Jim. Thanks for what you're building and for proving that when you put people first, then growth follows. And to our listeners, if this episode has resonated with you, please share it with someone who believes that community still matters. This is the Falls Home Front, where business, service, and life come together right here in North Texas. And I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you tuning in. Want more insider tips on buying, selling, and investing in Wichita Falls and North Texas? Subscribe now and keep watching. Your next move starts here.